What's up YouTube, how's it going? David Park here. I want you guys to meet Mrs. Kim Bok-dong. Born in Yangsan, South Korea. Born into a loving, tight-knit family that loved her very much. Taken from her home and forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese army at the age of 14. 14. Let's let that sink in for a moment. She lost her virginity to a Japanese soldier, a stranger she didn't even know, and was forced to stay in a bed inside a military camp, forced to have sex with numerous men for hours on end as they lined up to abuse her. She is one of 200,000 women who were taken from Korea as comfort women so that these disgusting soldiers could ruin their lives. Honor seems to be a very big thing in Japan. None were found in these jerk-offs. Oh wait, I can't even use that word to describe these filthy apes, because if they learned to do that, we wouldn't be having this issue now, would we? Honor was the last thing to be found in these dishonorable bastards, who prefer to release their sexual tensions in the most dishonorable way possible. You're fighting a war, people. You should be strategizing on the location and the logistics of your aircrafts, stocking on ammunition, stocking on supplies, directing all your attention on winning battles and campaigns. This isn't even mentioning the fact that your lives are on the line here. And yet, wait, one of your main priorities is sex? Like, really? Was it that much of a crucial necessity that you had to build all these facilities, use all the resources and manpower to manage these facilities, and drag away these women from their homes? 200,000 women! And moving them around from country to country so that you could fight your wars with penises instead of your freaking brains. No wonder you dumbasses lost the war. I don't hate Japan. I don't. Don't get me wrong. I'm directing my anger at the perpetrators of these crimes. These horrible acts that should not happen in a civilized society. I'm aware enough to not generalize a whole demographic for the mistakes of its select few. I hope these soldiers, these criminals, died horrible deaths. I hope that the ghosts of these comfort women haunted them for the rest of their lives. Even after the war ended and they got back to their homes and they were trying to live their lives as normal as possible, I hope that the crimes and the bad deeds that they did to these women were seared into the back of their mind in everything they did, so that they had to, as a form of their sanity, do good for the rest of their lives. And even then, I hope that on their deathbed, the last image on their mind was of that screaming, wailing, terrified Korean woman that they defiled, that they abused during the war. No, I don't hate Japan. I don't. Hard to hate a country that has given me so much pleasure as a young child. Pokemon, Studio Ghibli. It's hard to hate a country that has given me so much pleasure as a grown man. Uniqlo Heattech. Have you guys tried that thing on? It's a life changer. I have many Japanese friends, and these people are some of the nicest human beings you could find on earth. I say this as a fact. So when a country seems to boycott another country, which is the case between Korea and Japan right now, personally for me, I think that is a very gray area. Japan has just taken off Korea on their export partners list. Korean people are boycotting Japanese beer, clothes, and products. I don't know what to make of all this, but I do know this. What should be right, that is not right, should be made right. Japan, we all know what your soldiers did.
Noel, who drew on Mummy's mirror?
I don't know.
Was it you?
No.
Who was it?
It's Batman. It's Batman.
Batman did it.
It's Batman did it. It's Batman.
The honorable and noble thing is to be like the Germans, okay? They messed up during World War II, they admitted they're wrong, they apologized, and they didn't do it again. Abe, admit that you're wrong, apologize, don't do it again. When you start lying about things, making things up, making excuses, saying that these comfort women were prostitutes is just so disrespectful, so wrong, so cowardly and messed up. All these women want is some relief for the pain and the hurt in their hearts before they leave this world. And of the 200,000 women that were taken, only about 20 are left alive in this world. Everybody knows the crap that's been done. We watch Japanese reality TV shows, okay? The crap you do to your own people on live television, man, there is no question what you could have possibly done in much more dire times. And these women, what do they have to gain by lying about these things? What do they have to gain? Most of these women are on their deathbeds. Like, what are they going to do with the money and the compensation they receive from you? All they want is peace of mind. Mrs. Kim Bok-dong, returning to her home after the war, after years of trauma, tried to live her life the best she could. As a married woman, it was so hard for her to muster up the courage to tell her husband the things that she has been through and the reason why she wasn't able to bear them a child of their own. But in the end, she mustered the courage and the strength to stand up for herself and stand up for all the Korean women who were wronged by the Japanese military and to seek justice for the wrongs that have been committed to those people. Trying to receive justice for the hours, days, weeks, months, years of trauma, of the pain that has been given to them against their will. The pain that has ruined their lives and has taken so much from what their life could have been. Mrs. Kim Bok-dong passed away in February this year, not having received a proper apology for the pain in her heart. She gave away all her life savings for the scholarship fund at the 제일조선학교 so that the students there can educate themselves with the correct history and receive justice on her behalf.
제일 교포들 힘내세요. 내가 전 재산 들어가 할 달이 되면 반납할 테니 그리 알고 일본을 믿지 마라. 믿지 말고 지금 힘껏 노력하면 안 될 일이 없다. 열심히 모아가 교포들에게 바치면 열심히 공부해서 훌륭한 사람이 되어서 이 나라 남북 통일이 되고 평화의 길이 탁 열릴 때까지 내가 이거는 놓을 수가 없어. 여러분들의 협조가 필요해. 내만이 잘 살 수는 없어.
Oh man. Abe, if this was your mother, if this was your grandmother, would you have the same stance that you have now? Oh, wait, she couldn't have been your mother because her womb was ruined by the soldiers who laid the foundations for your livelihood and for your success. I hope the next time you go to the loo, you piss on yourself, you jerk off. Yep, I said it. End the video.